subscribe if you're new, leave a rating review if you're listening on a podcast platform. We're going to break down the Australian Open 2024 WTA final, and I'm very much looking forward to this intriguing matchup. Sabalenka, of course, playing her third ever Grand Slam final. She's a defending Australian Open champion and also made the final of the US Open just last year, only a few months ago, losing to Goff in 3 sets. Zheng is in her first ever Grand Slam final 10 years after her compatriot Lena won the title in Australia. So, look, there's a lot of significance for both players. Zheng looking to make a big splash on the WTA Tour. Sabalenka looking to go back-to-back in Australia and also looking to, I guess, stamp her authority on the tour. And Swiatek was seen as the most dominant player after winning the WTA finals at the back end of last year. Goff, of course, won the titles of Vondrousova and Swiatek and Sabalenka. But if Sabalenka wins the Australian Open here, given her consistency at the slams last year, she will look to really kick on and potentially win even more than one this year, which would be impressive. So a lot to kind of think about in this matchup, in all honesty. We're going to break it down in a few ways, talk about their road to the finals first, then briefly on their head-to-head, talk about their styles as well, and then I mainly want to focus on the matchup. So how's it going to look on court, what I think both players should focus on in terms of tactics, and then ultimately I will give you guys my predictions. So let's talk about that road to the final for both players. For Zheng, it's been pretty plain sailing. Beat Bolton in straight sets. Wang was a tough one to be her final set tiebreaker, won that in 3 sets. Dodin was straight sets. Kalinskaya 3 sets as well. Yastremska was straight sets. For Sabalenka, she's faced stiffer competition. Zheng's route generally pretty, I would say, straightforward on paper anyway. Seidel, Kvitova, Serenko, who's a double bagel, by the way, that was just incredible. Anisimova, all in straight sets. Krejcikova, of course, a Grand Slam champion, but just since making that comment about saying she should be in with Rebecca and Swiatek and Sabalenka in the same conversation, she hasn't managed to do anything, unfortunately, for her. And Coco Gauff, the US Open champion and a replay of the US Open final, of course. Sabalenka getting revenge in straight sets, an impressive victory for the Belarusian. In terms of the head-to-head, Sabalenka beat Zheng at the US Open only a few months back, and it was a straight set victory and very comprehensive, in honesty. Zheng said after the match that she really struggled with the heaviness of Sabalenka's ball and how hard she's able to hit the ball through the court. Just took her back and she wasn't able to combat it. So at least she's got that little bit of experience from a few months ago to lean upon. She might feel the nerves even more given that Sabalenka dominated so badly and it's her first ever Grand Slam, or she might be able to adjust quickly and take it as motivation to say, right, I'm going to now get one over her and show what I'm made of. So let's see. In terms of style, Sabalenka, of course, is going to look to dictate with her serve and her baseline power with an emphasis to make Zheng uncomfortable on the back foot. For Zheng, she has a big first serve and has hit the most actually amount of aces in this tournament. Sabalenka, of course, has a very big serve herself, but Zheng's first serve seems to be very potent, and that's highlighted by being that ace leader. However, her first serve percentage is generally low on average, which is a big shame in all honesty. She also has a heavy forehand and impressive athleticism. In terms of what I think both players should do, for Sabalenka, she should try to target the Zheng forehand return. We've seen a lot of opponents doing it so far in this tournament, and they've had varied success. But I'd say, for the most part, it has been a clever tactic. I think you still need to have variations to the body and the backhand return, but that should be something people should be looking to go to, especially if they're going to be able to drag her out on that forehand return. Her forehand return is very inconsistent in comparison to her backhand return. I think it was against Yastremska. She'd made 93% of backhand returns and only 70% of forehand returns. So there's a big difference there, a big disparity, I think, between her forehand and backhand returns. She should also try to keep Zheng on the back foot, Sabalenka, and stay patient in the rallies. Zheng has great defense, especially on her forehand, and her forehand slice is an incredibly effective defensive tool. We saw it utilized against Yastremska really, really nicely. Very low over the net, finds some great depth, and also just pace as well through the air. So it's a really impressive defensive tool that she utilizes, and I was quite impressed with how she is able to use it so effectively. Sabalenka, of course, is going to look to shorten points, but when I talk about her being patient, I mean choosing the right opportunities to attack, and she's been very good at doing that at this Australian Open. So if she continues in the same vein, she should give herself a really good chance in this match. I also think Sabalenka could try and mix in some backhand slices when she can to disrupt Zheng's rhythm. I think that's probably a clever idea if Zheng is starting to get comfortable in the rallies, because Sabalenka is hitting a lot at one pace. I feel like Zheng is the type of player who really feeds off rhythm. In addition to transitioning, coming forward to the net to shorten points as a tactic, I think that's important for Sabalenka. She's very good. She's got one of the best swing or drive volleys, I think, on tour. And she's, in my opinion, the best when she's looking to come forward and be proactive. Sabalenka is usually go to press on the front foot on the second serve returns. I think that's quite important as well. She, in my opinion, is the best on tour when it comes to punishing second serves currently at the moment. And it'll obviously add pressure on Zheng's serve. And that will be a really useful thing for Sabalenka to be able to do, to have Zheng really second guess her serve and start to really feel the pressure on it. Crucial to, of course, opening up break points. For Zheng, she needs to make more first serves than she has been. The first serve in percentage has been so low, at times below 50%. It's just not good enough. And if she does make more first serves, it puts her in good stead. It will help her win more free points on her service games. Given she's got a big first serve, she'll hit more aces on returnables, and it will release some of the pressure and tension in those service games, especially given it's her first ever Grand Slam final. Zheng should also look to get into the forehand-to-forehand exchanges with Sabalenka. Her forehand is heavy, is Zheng's, and she has a great cross-court forehand. Sabalenka's forehand in the past has been susceptible to breaking down. Not as much recently, but her backhand, I would say, is still the more trustworthy weapon. And I actually think her best shot is the backhand down the line. Zheng, I would argue maybe it's a forehand cross-court, although her backhand is very reliable as well, in honesty. But I would suggest that she tries to go forehand-to-forehand with Sabalenka. Try and mix it up with some pace and also spin. Try and find some good angles. I think it will put her in a really good position to battle Sabalenka in that instance and give her some momentum as well in the rallies. I think he should also try to drag Sablenka out when she can with those angles, and utilizing slices off both wings is not a bad option to mix up the rhythm in the rally, especially when Sablenka is attacking relentlessly, because we know Sabalenka will just keep on going and just hammer blow after hammer blow after hammer blow. And if Zheng is feeling rushed and she feels like she's not able to, kind of give something back in terms of a quality topspin or flatter ground stroke, then I think the defensive slices could come into effect and could play a really important part in that. Just giving her more time, being able to, recuperate better in terms of her positioning on court, and just give her a better opportunity to defend well and try and get to neutral in those rallies. In terms of my prediction, and I've gone for Sabalenka in two very tight sets. I think Zheng needs to max out and Sabalenka needs to have an off day, or a bad day at the office anyway, for Zheng to win. And that's not to say Zheng is in a really good place. She is, but I still think she's a real work in progress, and it's impressive she's made the final, and I'm excited for her. She's a real talent. I think she will win a slam or slams in her career, but just not at this Australian Open. She's still very young. She's only 21, so her time will come. But I just think at the moment, Sabalenka's time is now. I just feel like her time is now. And if Zheng wins, it would be massive, and of course great for China. And look, Lina will be in the crowd there, so she'll be feeling a sense of responsibility and also a sense of pride that she's made it to the final, Zheng. And hopefully she gives it her all and we get a really competitive final. Let me know in the comment section below who you think is going to win and why. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you in the next video.
All I want, we had you, you got it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is the final Sablenka with a quick start here. 40 love. And one ace already as well for the Belarusian. Quick start for the defending champion, looking to win her second Australian Open title and defend her championship. Zheng looking to win her first ever Grand Slam title. So 40 love, Sabalenka. Serve into the backhand of Zheng. Good second serve from Sabalenka. Forehand goes deep down the middle from Zheng, then goes forehand into out. It's gone out though from Zheng. So a hold to love, very comfortable hold for Aryna Sabalenka. Hey, good morning, Robbie. How you doing? Have a great call, mate. Thank you, Robbie. How you doing? Hopefully, we'll see you in here. That's, I think, of all the Grand Slams, Aussie Open has the best entrance of anyone walking. Ooh, interesting. Of anyone walking through those names, seeing people from my childhood like Connors, Agassi, Capriati. I think Sabalenka has to be off for Zheng to win. I'm curious about the crowd with this being the Grand Slam of the Asia Pacific region. I expect Zheng to have the crowd with her. Ooh, maybe. Sabalenka 6264. Joe says Zheng in 3. Yeah, the Rebecca Blinkova match definitely the best. Josip in the chat, Sam as well. Hello, people. Okay, Zheng. Let's see how nervous she's going to. How nervous is she going to be in her first ever Grand Slam final? Zheng try and even things up here. Serving to the forehand of Sablenka. Massive forehand return from Sabalenka. Rushes Zheng. And the forehand goes into the tram lines. The first serve was made, but it was into the hitting zone of Sabalenka. Didn't really hit her spot there. Have a good call. Hey, Mano, how you doing? Let's go, Sabalenka, says Mano. Hello, Fazana fans. Hey, Lexi, how you doing? Serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. It's a big one. Much better from Zheng. Massive first serve into the backhand of Saba. It's unreturnable. 15 all. She needs quite a few of those today. Needs to be serving a high percentage of first serves. It's a good start. So far, so good. 2 first serves. Yes, one of them, she ended up losing the point, but positive signs early doors here. Doesn't seem to be any nerves as well. Good serve down the tee. Forehand cross from Zheng. Forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes Zheng. Just misses it. Goes wide. So 15-30. Some early pressure here from Sabalenka on the Zheng serve. Very, very good start for Sabalenka. She's looking strong at the moment. Of course, a big favourite, I think, going into this match, but we'll see how she gets on. Serve down the... Oh, out wide even by Zheng. Now we get into backhand to backhand. Zheng goes backhand down the line, finds the net though. 15-40. 2 early break points here for Sabalenka. Just struggling with the power of Sabalenka early doors here, Qinwen Zheng. Or Zheng Qinwen even, sorry. Just struggling to handle the power. Looks a bit rushed. She did say in her US Open loss after that she felt that the heaviness and the weight of Sabalenka's ball did throw her, and she did struggle to come to grips with it. Good second serve though into the back of Sabalenka's a massive return, and Sabalenka doing what she's been doing all tournament, absolutely killing the second serve returns, and wins set after early break. 94% is the average for Sabalenka. She's just got the early break here. 2 love. You will feel the slight nerves, I'm sure, from Zheng as well, no doubt. Doing well, Sablenka in straights. Good to hear, Robbie. Yeah, Sablenka in straights. Yeah, I predicted that as well. Let's see. I'm hoping it's going to be 2 close sets at least. But Zheng, I mean, maybe she'll surprise us, and I'd be glad for her to be honest. Serve out wide from Sablenka is a fault. Second serve coming up. Second serve coming up. Second serve, Zheng just on the baseline here. Oh, I don't know what they're waiting for. Something happening. Oh, people just walking as usual. Just wandering around, don't care if the tennis is on. How are you at the Australian Open finals, or even if you're just A forehand slice is very short from Zheng on return. It comes to the net. Volleys it. Zheng passes it. A bit fortunate with the miss hit, short return. Sablenka had to come forward. She had to come forward and she just slices that forehand. She was a bit rushed. Backhand was good from Zheng, and Sablenka with the volley wasn't really in control of it though. It was a well struck backhand from the Chinese player and then passed her with the forehand cross court. Sablenka looks at a box with frustration, and it's one of those things, right? As a big server, you will get those short balls, and it's how you deal with them. And occasionally, you will lose points like that, and it is frustrating. I can attest to that. Forehand into up from Sabalenka is missed. Right, Zheng, love 30 on the Sabalenka serve. Zheng's got a bit of inroad here. Can she open up break points? Can she open up love 40? Couple of errors from Sabalenka. Well, one error and a winner from Zheng. Sabalenka goes into the net with the first serve. Right, this is now where it's going to get interesting. Second serve coming up for Zheng to have a look at. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng, who goes deep down the middle. Backhand crosses it. Oh, I thought it was going to be a winner, but she's just dragged it long. She has just dragged it long. Break right back, Zheng is at 27%, and the WTA average is 37%. So she's actually not a likely candidate to break straight back, but a couple of errors from Sabalenka and also a good first point from Zheng opens up 3 break points here. 3 break back points for Zheng Qinwen. So up wide into the backhand of Zheng. Massive backhand return. Forehand cross from Sabalenka's good though. Good defensive work. Backhand down the middle now. Forehand cross from Zheng. Forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes Zheng with the forehand. Goes long. I'm not sure whether the forehand on the line was the right choice there. She was on the back foot, very far behind the baseline there. And it was an awkward one. Tried to whip it down the line. Not sure why she wouldn't just go cross court there. And try and see whether she can induce an error from Sabalenka with some quality depth. So out wide, forehand is in. Great return from Zheng. Oh, I was about to say she got the break, but no, Sabalenka's very loopy forehand drops in, clips the baseline, and then Zheng makes the error on the forehand again into the net. It was a great return from Zheng. Really well struck forehand. Deep down the middle, Sabalenka, I think she mishit that forehand. I thought it was going to go out. I think it clipped the baseline in the end. Very loopy forehand. So 2 break points come and go, but a third opportunity here for Zheng Qinwen. Sabalenka serving at 30-40. Serve into the backhand of Zheng is long. So second serve to come. Big opportunity here for Zheng. Can she take the break point at the third time of asking? Serve into the backhand of Zheng. Good return down the middle. Now into the rally. Can Zheng handle the backhand of Sabalenka? She can't, because the backhand whizzes past her down the line. 3 break points saved. This isn't a really good sign, in honesty, because at the moment, at least in these early exchanges, it just looks like the game is going to play out however Sabalenka wants to play out, or at least however Sabalenka is going to play. If she makes errors, of course, she's going to lose points, but if she's going to stay in the rallies for X amount of time, say 5 or more shots, Zheng most likely is not going to be able to handle the power of Sabalenka. And that's what we're seeing early on here anyway. Now, Zheng could adapt to it. I'm hoping she does. Because we want a competitive final. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng. A juice here on Sabalenka's serve. Backhand to backhand. Into out goes Saba. Slice down the line from Zheng. Very short though. Forehand on the line from Sablenka. Backhand straight into the net by Zheng. Trying to pass Sablenka. Advantage and game points. Sablenka to consolidate that break. Love 40 down with Sabalenka and just shows the mental strength that the Belarusian now possesses. No mistakes. All right, advantage Sabalenka. Second serve coming up. Yes, at least somewhat competitive, please. Exactly, yeah. Right, we want to see some entertaining tennis, and that only comes when it's competitive. Forehand into the net from Zheng. Sabalenka holds. 3-love here. Not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty early doors here for Zheng Qinwen. She had 3 breakback opportunities, need to be clinical. If she's going to beat Sabalenka, she needs to take those chances. It's similar to what I said against, well, when we watched Djokovic versus Sinner, right? Djokovic versus Sinner, I said that Sinner needs to take his chances, and for the most part, he did. And even though Djokovic didn't play a great match, Sinner was clinical, and I do wonder whether Sabalenka, maybe not, maybe she needs to also have a bit of a drop in level, and also Zheng be clinical for her to come out on top here. But even if she can take Sabalenka to a tiebreak in one of the sets, or potentially even nick a set, will make it interesting. But I do think Zheng needs to take this first set in order to have a chance of winning. I think if the first set goes to Sabalenka, it's going to be tough. Even though I think it is a pro Zheng crowd, but I see there are 5 people wearing Aryna shirts. The thing is, they love Aryna Sabalenka nowadays on the WTA tour. So in Australia, I think they really like her as well. Lena watching, she's not in the crowd. She is watching, I think, and yeah. Chica says 5 straight points for Sabalenka. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Love 40 down, won 5 points in a row. So that wide from Zheng. Slice return from Sablenka. Great forehand on the line from Zheng. Very good. The forehand slice from Sablenka, not good enough. And Zheng finds that forehand that we were talking about. Already 2 forehand winners for Zheng so far. 0 for Sabalenka, but a few backhand winners for the Belarusian. It's a good forehand on the line from the Chinese player. Needs to try and dictate the points as much as possible with the forehand. It's going to be tough. Oh, but that will help. Good ace down the tee from Zheng Qinwen. 30 love. The one thing I will say about Zheng is she has managed to at least make quite a few first serves here. I know she got broken in her service game, her previous service game, but these are positive signs at least that she's making a lot of first serves here. No double faults, etc. as well. Another ace out wide. Wow, 40 love. This is what she's capable of. Very impressive. A big come on from Zheng. It'll be important for her to just get on the board. Can she find herself at least on the board, up and running, and then that will help her nerves as well. Serve out wide is a big one. Yes, unreturnable. Wow. So winner, 2 aces and unreturnable from Zheng. Very clean game to love for Zheng Qinwen. And she does find herself at 3-1 down here, breakdown. But even she was 40 love up on the Sablenka serve, she's definitely growing into this final. So positive signs. Serving well there. Return game was pretty good up until, of course, 40 love up on Sabalenka's serve. Let's see what she can do here. Can she try and open up some more chances? Well, not on that point. That's a good first serve into the forehand of Zheng. Forehand return goes long. Interestingly, of course, as I mentioned in my preview, I think Sabalenka should go into the forehand return of Zheng more than the backhand. That's exactly what she's done then. The forehand return's gone long. Zheng has made some pretty good forehand returns, though, in the previous service game, so she'll probably know it's going to come as well. Have a second serve here from Sabalenka at 15 love as that first serve sails long. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng. Backhand into the net from Zheng Qinwen, so 30 love Sabalenka. A 30 love Sabalenka. Serve from Sabalenka into the backhand of Zheng Qinwen. Very good body serve. 40 love Sabalenka. Good serving from the Belarusian here. And we've seen, we've seen the last 6 or 7 points, all first serves or second serves that end up causing enough damage anyway. Slice forehand from Zheng, forehand into in from Sabalenka. It's a defensive slice from Zheng on the forehand that sails long, so 4-1 Sabalenka. It's very business-like, Sabalenka. Very, very business-like. Naked Eyes, hey, says, hello everyone. Hey, how you doing? Question is, can Zheng do something here? Can she find some more opportunities on the return? Because her service games are fine. Well, up until the last game, she's looked pretty good on. The first service game was a bit nervy from Zheng, got broken, but since then, it's been okay. She's able to hold serve here again. And try and put some pressure back on Sablenka and just keep on holding comfortably, finding that first serve. That first serve is so potent. We saw it in the last service game. This set may be done. I mean, Sabalenka is 2 games away from the set, but it is only the single break. So we'll see. I'm hoping if she is able to at least get a feel in this set and feel a bit confident about her game towards the end of it, then maybe she can take the momentum into the second set and maybe take that one. Let's see. Naked Ice is another fun match. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a fun match on paper. Hopefully we see that in reality. So far, some entertaining points. Next, as I heard Zverev lost, it was on way too late. I had to work in the morning. Yeah, he did. He was 2 sets to love up and then lost 2 tiebreakers. And then the third set, he lost. So, sorry, the 5th set, he lost to Medvedev. So, yeah, a bit of a choke, in honesty. Second serve from Zheng into the backhand of Sabalenka, who nets that backhand return, 15 love. Bit of a let-off there for Zheng Qinwen. That second serve is very weak, which is ironic because the first serve is so strong. Sablenka not making a pay. Yeah, and the first serve goes long again. So this is going to be the issue here for Zheng. Second serve now here for Sablenka to have a look at. Sabalenka right on the baseline. Just waiting for her chance to feast on that second serve. Her stance very predator-like. Sablenka looking to pounce. Second serve into the forehand. There we go. Forehand return winner. Didn't well, tried to move Zheng, but may as well not have because it was just so big from Sabalenka. Massive forehand return. So winner from the racket of the Australian Open champion. Yeah, a little grimace from Zheng. I think she knows it's not going to be good enough. She needs to find the first serve, and that's the problem now, right? She's going to feel the pressure. I said in my preview, she will feel the pressure when stuff like this starts happening. When Sabalenka starts hitting return winners or returns that Zheng can't get back into court. Forehand to forehand here now. Down the middle of the court. Good from Zheng. Good depth and good pace. And Sabalenka goes long with the forehand. So 30-15. Lex says, oh, come on, Zheng, wake up. Well, we'll see. The issue for Zheng right now is just the inconsistency in all of her game at the moment. Can return really well, can serve really well, can hit well from the baseline, but it doesn't happen consistently. She served well out wide there from the ad side. Backhand long from Sabalenka, 40-15. She's only 21, so I'm sure the consistency will come with time. That consistency will come. Third on the tees, an ace. Very good hold. Very good hold. A hold to love and then a hold to 15. Clutch from Zheng. 4-2. Sabalenka, though. Still a breakup. Zheng now needs to just try and... I think Zheng just needs to try and push Sabalenka here. Lex says, why do you think they don't like Sabamat? I don't think Matt was saying they don't like Sabalenka, but I think because Australia is in the... in that kind of Asia region generally, he was saying they're probably more fans for Zheng, given the geographical distance. 15 love for Sablenka. Good serve out wide. Forehand is wide from Zheng. Hey, Max, how you doing? That's better. Ease into the match. Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what she needs to do. She's starting to do it. So let's see. Towards the back end of this set, is she able to turn it on? as we approach it at 4-2 here for Sabalenka. Serve into the backhand of Zheng. Massive backhand. Very good depth on that backhand return. And Zheng has 15 all here on the Sabalenka serve. Saba can only just whip that forehand into the net. So that wide forehand is out from Zheng. Just misses the forehand return. Dragged out there. Good connection on the forehand return, but just drags it wide. Just unlucky. Serve is long from Sabalenka. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng. Backhand to backhand here. Backhand down the line from Zheng goes long. 40-15 Saba. I hope this match can go to 3 sets. Me too. Me too. For sure. Serve into the backhand of Zheng. Forehand in from Saba. Forehand to forehand here. Cross court goes Zheng. Cross court goes Sabalenka. Clips the baseline. Then goes cross court again. It's too hot to handle for Zheng Qinwen. She can't get that forehand slice into court. 5-2 Sabalenka. She's 1 game away from this first set. To be fair, Sabalenka, apart from going love 40 down in her service game, where she clearly had a bit of a wobble on serve, to be fair, no double faults or anything, but yeah, she definitely had a little bit of a wobble there. But apart from that, and given that she also managed to hold, she's been pretty solid. Not many errors. Hasn't looked nervous at all, Sabalenka. It is her third Grand Slam final, back-to-back Grand Slam finals as well after losing the US Open final a few months ago to Coco Gauff, where she didn't play particularly well, in all honesty. So I'm sure she would have taken that experience against Coco Gauff and thought, look, I don't want that to happen again. I want to make sure that, this time I'm playing my best or near my best at least and playing some solid tennis, not giving her a lot away. And that means not a lot of errors. And I don't know if it's still the case, but she was leading the stats for least amount of unforced errors at the Australian Open, which is really, really impressive, right? Because Sabalenka is such an aggressive player. To have the least amount of unforced errors for the tournament just shows and highlights how deserving Sabalenka is to be in this final. Zheng has and is leading the ace count, so she's leading the ace count today as well, 3-1 in favor of the Chinese player. Second serve into the forehand of Sabalenka here. Forehand to forehand now. Massive forehand cross court from Sabalenka is too much. Oh, Zheng can't handle it. Ends up hitting the ball go off the chair, umpire's chair. I mean, sorry from Zheng. I don't know what you do. What do you do? Maybe Zheng. I think Zheng at the moment is trying to fight fire with fire. And it's tough to say because you don't want to completely change your game against an opponent, but there's tactics involved. I think maybe she needs to almost moonball her a little bit, does Zheng, or maybe slice it up a little bit, just change up something because at the moment it's a bit samey and Sabalenka's destroying her. As Zheng goes long with the forehand, so love 30. By the way, Sabalenka's net clearance average is 48 centimeters. I haven't seen anyone's ground stroke clearance be that low, and her backhand is actually very reliable. She hasn't made a lot of errors so far in this set. If that's correct, she's basically just barely hitting it over the net in terms of like height over the net, like barely any coverage over it, like so flat. As Zheng makes the mistake again, so love 40, 3 break and set points here for Aryna Sabalenka. Time for an alternate plan and nuances. Yeah, she needs to bring something else to the table here. I did say she might need to slice and dice it up a little bit. Robbie, I agree. Time for plan B. Oh, massive serve down the tee. I think that's a slicer. Sabalenka looking. She can't believe what's happened there. Some real movement off the court. Let's have a look. Oh, no. I mean, Sabalenka's looking, but it's because it's a slice serve, so it's just like moved away from her and she wasn't expecting it. It's a great serve. 40-15, or 15-40, sorry, even. Still 2 set and break points here. Zheng goes beautifully with the forehand. Serve out wide, drags out Sabalenka, and then the forehand on the line from the Chinese player saves another set and break points. So 30-40. Gutsy. Gutsy from the Chinese player. Zheng needs to produce an absolute miracle to win this match. Maybe. Serve down the tee's an ace. Or she just needs to serve like this all the time. Massive serve down the tee, ace number 5 for Zheng. The issue is when it's not an ace or unreturnable, she's tending to lose the points on her serve. So it's almost like she just needs to channel her inner John Isner and Riley Opelka serve bot, to be honest, today, because she might have to. Sabalenka is just feasting on second serves. Oh, no. See a second serve coming up here. It'd be interesting to see after the set how many second serve points Zheng has actually won. The second serve here. Goes Zheng into the backhand of Sabalenka that finds the net. It finds the net. So, advantage and game point. Zheng Qinwen. Wow. A chance to force Sabalenka to serve it out. That would be good because Zheng would then also serve first in the second set if Sabalenka does hold, which is an advantage, I think. Serve is long from Zheng. Second serve coming up. Oh, double fault from Zheng. A game point. Oh, no. Matt says this is a bad matchup for Zheng. Same thing happened at the US Open last year. Matt, I wish I was a fan of Zheng during that time or last year. Go away, Sapper, says Lexi. Wow. Oh, massive serve out wide from Zheng. Ace from the Chinese player. Number 6. She's an ace machine. She is an ace machine. Serve out wide. Oh, it's good. Backhand goes long from Sablenka. 5-3. She's going to force Sabalenka to serve for this set. Impressive. Let's see. Can she get some second serve returns or second serves to look at and make it count and potentially try and push Sablenka? The Chinese fans are cheering her on. I still need to watch your analysis video for the post-match of Yannick and Noah. Yeah, please do. I think I thought it was pretty good and quite insightful. So, yeah, do check it out and leave your thoughts in the comments of that video after this. What the F, says Lexi? Robert, Saba eager for you. Hey? All right, 5-3 Sabalenka serving for the set here. After Zheng saved 3 set and break points. Good serve out wide there from Sabalenka, forehand into the net from Zheng. So 15 love, good start from the Belarusian. She is 3 points away from this first set. Will serve into the net from Sablenka. Robbie says, Lexi, I'm a Rybakina and Sabalenka fan, not a big fan of Iga, to be honest. That's fair. Both big hitting players, Sabalenka and Rybakina. Similar, but also not similar. Forehand to forehand. Forehand on the line is missed from Sabalenka. 15 all. Tried to hit the line. And that high risk shot doesn't pay off for Sabalenka. She does like a high risk shot, doesn't she? She really does. She loves a high risk shot. Robbie, same. Eager is okay. So that wide from Sabalenka. Forehand goes long from Zheng Qinwen. First serve points won 93% for Sabalenka. That is mighty impressive considering she's only hit one ace. 73% for Zheng. A lot of unreturnables though. They need to add that stat in. Unreturnable serves. Serve into the forehand of Zheng. Forehand into out from Sablenka. Backhand down the middle from Zheng. Forehand to forehand here. Forehand is in. Gives the baseline from Zheng. Steps in, does Zheng. Goes backhand. And she's missed it, I think. Has she missed it? She has. Gone wide. 40-15. 2 set points. Lexi says, Robert, I didn't know that. Eager is just okay for me. I prefer Rebecca a lot. Just steady, no drama. Doesn't need to work super hard to be loved. I think I really like Sabling. I think she's really funny. I think she's a good character. You need characters on tour. Like Jabber's a character as well. I like it. I think you need a mix, right? And Rebecca is obviously quite reserved and shy, and that's fine, and that's cool as well. And she's a great player. But I do like kind of bubbly personalities. Massive forehand return from Zheng off the second serve. Wow, what a get from Sabalenka. But the follow-up forehand from Zheng is a winner. Stands up Sabalenka and cracks that forehand into in. Saves 1 set point. Lexi, it's unfortunate that Rebecca lost so early. Yep. Not to the point of the low. What does the low cow mean? That's character. What does that mean? Right. Another set point. Set point number 5 for Sabalenka. So that wide is too hot to handle. I think it is. Very good from Sabalenka. A 5th set point. Didn't let it frustrate her. Just kept on going. And that is the type of mental strength that Sabalenka has had through this tournament. Is this the best version of Aryna Sabalenka that we're seeing in this tournament? I reckon the current version of Sabalenka is probably the best we've ever seen. It's going to take something special from Zheng to beat Sabalenka here. But not a bad first set for a first set of a Grand Slam final for Zheng Qinwen. It wasn't terrible. I mean, looking at the stats, 11 winners to 7 unforced errors for Zheng Qinwen, so she was positive, right? She was positive in terms of winners to unforced errors. 4 winners for Sabalenka, 5 unforced errors, interestingly. But where it gets interesting, 94% of first serve points won, second serve points won at 55%. Good from Zheng in terms of the 63% of first serves in, 59% for Aryna Sabalenka. So, yeah, 0 out of the 3 break points, of course, for Zheng Qinwen. She had some opportunities in the set, so she's not far off. Her serve and forehand's really keeping her in this match, giving her a chance and opportunity, especially those aces. If she can carry on hitting those aces, it'll put her in a good position. It'll really help her out in the next set. And she's now grown into it. She got broken early. So if she can just avoid getting broken early on now in this second set, it might be interesting to see. And Robbie said, yes, Lexi, I love Rebecca's disposition on court. Saba's personality is a total opposite, but I like it. Yeah, same. Something about Saba that's giving me the Collins vibe, too much sarcasm. I don't think she's very sarcastic, actually. I don't think she is. And I feel like it's very tongue-in-cheek. I felt with Collins, she's a bit edgy. I don't feel like Sablenka is. She's quite funny. She was like, on the Breakpoint episode, there's some people before the US Open final going, I love you, Aryna, like when she's warming up. Anyway, backhand to backhand. Let's go. Oh, backhand long for Sabalenka. 15 love. At the start of this second set, Zheng serving first. And they said, I love you, Aryna. And obviously she's in America, and she goes, yeah, she was laughing. Sabalenka, she's walking away, and she goes, She goes, yeah, yeah. She's like, they're like, I love you, Aryna, but when the match starts, they're like, come on, Coco. I'm just like, she just keeps it quite real, but really in like a fun way. She doesn't seem like she takes it to heart too much in that sense. Let's rock and roll, Aryna, says Marcus. Mm. Backhand from Zheng is massive. And the forehand goes long from Sabalenka. A very good depth and pace through the court from Zheng early on here in this second set. Honestly, from a neutral journalist perspective, the second week of the women's tournament has been kind of done and bland. Yeah, that's fair. There hasn't been many great matches anyway. First week was great. Serve into the net from Zheng. Yes, I can see that at times. Comeback starts now, says Joe. Hey, Joe. But no disrespect, Robert. We all have our fave. She's not mine. Well, you're wrong, Lexi. No, I'm just joking. Of course, our legs are good. Second weekend, Zhang's draw, not Aryna's your mind. Loss? What? Don't get it. It would have been nice if Coco won the first set versus Sabalenka. But Saba would have made the match into 3 sets. Yeah, I think so as well. That tiebreaker was crucial, right? Oh, fault. Double fault. Double fault from Zhang. So 30 love to 30 all. Zheng Qinwen here, battling. So that wide into the forehand of Zheng. Massive forehand return from Sabalenka. Oh, uh-oh, I said she can't get broken straight away in the second set. Well, that might be what's about to happen here. Sabalenka 40-30 up on the Zheng serve. Very good from Sabalenka. Battling hard. Battling hard. (30-40). Second serve is a double fault. She gives up the break with a double fault. What is going on? Oh, Zheng. She's feeling the pressure. Yeah, Lexi's right. I can sense the fear in Zheng. That's, yeah, that's what that was. Just 30 love up, cruising, happy as you like. And then Sabalenka comes back, fights really hard to open up the break point. Zheng can't find the first 7. That's what she's banking on, right? She's made a lot of unreturnables and aces off the first serve. The second serve has really been hurting her, Zheng. She's not able to do much off her second serve. Sabalenka just punishing it. And she tries to go for too much on the second serve, probably because Sabalenka's been punishing it so much and she hits a double fault. Massive shame. She ended the first set quite well. And only the single break from that first set. Let's see, can she open up some break back opportunities here? She did so in the first set, couldn't come back. Let's see. What are you making for breakfast? Oh, interesting, yeah. Back to food talk. Forehand to forehand. Down the middle of the court. Forehand cross from Zheng. Forehand from Sabalenka cross court. Slice from Zheng on the forehand. Forehand into out from Sabalenka finds the net. It is love 15. Come on, Zheng. Sorry if you get in the background. That's my son talking, saying Sabalenka. Like I said, come on, Zheng. Try at least. Max just made a sausage and egg sandwich. Very enough. Very nice. And her need breakfast, actually. Might have some cereal after this. Some zero sugar cereal. Love 15. Serve is a let from Sabalenka. She is like a wrecking ball at the moment, Sabalenka. Very tough to see anyone stopping her. I don't know. Even on clay, she's going to be difficult. I'm not sure she's going to win Roland Garros, but she'll be up there. Remember the semi-finals? Last year had match points against Mukova as Sabalenka hits a double fault. Oh, no, she doesn't. What am I talking about? Double fault. Served on a tease, an ace from Sabalenka. Yep. Ace number 2. Oh, it's Justin. Wow. Kept the back of the service box. What a shame. Yeah, it was what a shame for sure. Come on, Zheng says Lexi. Try at least. Come on, Queen says Joe. Whisper. Lex says Lina won her Australian Open during her 3rd attempt. I just saw on Twitter. Yeah. Yep. So 10 years ago to this day, Lina won the Australian Open. So there are some parallels. But then obviously, as you said, Lexi was her 3rd attempt. Oh, lob from Sablenka. Zheng comes up, goes forehand into the forehand of Sablenka. Lob from Sablenka goes wide. That's nice. Why I would replace enough. But I know I probably wouldn't be able to walk on. Yeah. I probably wouldn't be able to walk out into court. Yeah. The first try in a final has to be daunting for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's not many. I feel like you have to be an extremely special player to win a slam in your first final. And actually, to be fair, Sabalenka did that. She beat Rybakina, of course, in the Australian Open final last year in her first ever Grand Slam final. Rybakina had won Wimbledon and also had won a slam in her first ever Grand Slam final. But to be fair, her and Jabeur were both playing their first ever Grand Slam final at the time. Sabalenka was playing against someone who was experienced. Backhand to backhand here. Or backhand into the net from Zheng Qinwen. So good hold in the end for Sabalenka. 2-love consolidates the break. I find it very impressive when someone who's never played a slam beats another player who has won a slam. That to me, in a final anyway, that to me shows a real impressive mental strength. There's not many players that have done it because even if you think of Alcaraz, right? Alcaraz beat Ruud. Now, Ruud had played in Grand Slam finals, but he'd never won a Grand Slam final. So, yes, he had the experience of making it, but he'd been beaten every time. So, he didn't have positive memories there. And he wasn't a Grand Slam champion. So, Zheng is going to have to do something special here. As the forehand from Sablenka drags wide. 15-love. I mean, the same could be said for the men's final tomorrow. Now, he's won a Grand Slam, the US Open. He's also made multiple finals. So, yeah. Sinner's never made a Grand Slam final. My son's serve is long from Zheng. Second serve. Second serve from Zheng. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Great backhand from Sabalenka. And the backhand from Zheng finds the net 15-all. My son's like breaking down the door trying to come and watch the tennis. Hilarious. Robert, I know I won't. Yeah. Robert, same. I wonder if it's daunting for Sinner. Let's see. I mean, I guess he'd never made the semi-final of the Australian Open and never beaten Djokovic, and he came out clutch. So I would imagine the final shouldn't be. Although I think the pressure of maybe being expected to win might be. Let's see. As the return from Sabalenka goes short, great forehand from Zheng into the open court, 30-15. At least Zheng can still hit back. I doubt if I'd be able to lift the racket. Yeah. I think Sinner's a special player and we'll do it on Sunday. Yeah, I also think so. I need to do my prediction and preview video for the men's final, which I'll release later today. So keep an eye out for that, guys, as well. And of course, we'll be doing the live watch along tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that. Hopefully, we'll get a big stream going. And if it's 4 or 5 sets, then yeah, hopefully it'll be a big one. We haven't had many massive streams this tournament. We've had some consistently solid streams, let's say, so far this tournament. Backhand to backhand, no massive ones though. As the backhand from Sabalenka goes long. So it is 40-15. I read an article about players getting really nervous, especially when the match is in big venues. Yeah. I've heard the best players, right? Even I don't know if Djokovic and Nadal get nervous. They must do. There must be nervous energy, but they just channel it in a really positive way eventually onto court. Serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. It's a winner from Sabalenka. Wow. Wow. What a return. Off the first set, she steps inside the baseline. I think Zheng just wasn't expecting it. She wasn't expecting to come back so early off the racket of Sabalenka. So she didn't even move. I read an article. Yeah. Yeah. That serve goes wide from Zheng. Second serve coming up. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Massive forehand into our backhand. It's in from Zheng. Very short though. Forehand on the line from Saba. Comes forward. Smash opportunity. Is not put away. Great defensive lob from Zheng to get it back into play. She makes Sablenka play an extra ball. But the second smash is put away. Joe says, give Zheng a chance, Saba. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. Rat juice on the Zheng serve. She had a game point. It's come and gone. Sabalenka, relentless. She does not let up. She is 100 miles per hour constantly at the moment. Not taking any time off on any of the games. Oh, that's so clever. Slice about wide from Zheng. Sabalenka running back to the middle of the court. Zheng goes behind her with a forehand cross court. Just delays it enough to wrong foot Sabalenka. Very impressive. I think they're just good in blocking the elements out. I mean, the multi-winners. Yeah, I mean, once you've won it a couple of times as well, it then becomes less daunting, right? I feel like to get over that first hurdle of winning the first slam, I think is the issue. Once you've done that, it becomes easier, I would imagine. I mean, speaking from experience, of course, after winning Wimbledon before. Lexi says, go away, Sabalenka. Joe says, if she doesn't hold serve now, it's all over. Agreed, yeah. Lex, I don't think playing on Laver is like playing centre court at Wimbledon or Ash Stadium at the US Open. Yeah, that's true. It's not as big a stadium. Robbie says, Sinner rolls or Medi makes it a dogfight. Wouldn't be surprised either way. Can't make a pick yet. Sinner rolls or Medi makes it a dogfight. Wouldn't be surprised either way. Can make a pick yet. What's the difference, Matt? So Australian Open is not as big time as the other two slams. I think it's more to do with the actual stadium. Yeah, it's a protest, which I won't talk about. That's fine. Served on the tee, but it's fine. They carried on. Good serve on the tee from Zheng. And forehand into the net from Sabalenka. 2-1. The protests for a good cause, but unfortunately, it won't be received very well. Obviously, in the middle of a Grand Slam final, so probably not the time or place to do it. And yeah, I get why people do it because obviously they do it because they think, look, it's a big stage. There's a lot of eyes watching on TV, so they want to give those types of issues like what's the word, exposure even, and shed light on those matters. But the problem is it ends up coming across as like a just like disruptive, which ends up being anyway. What about Philippe Chatrier? That's a good point. I'm not sure actually. I'd have to check the capacity of all the stadiums as well. Because Philippe Chatrier seems pretty intense at Roland Garros as well. Sablenka a break up here, but Zheng did hold firm, didn't get broken a second time. She's fighting to stay in this match. Forehand to forehand here. Sablenka crunches the backhand on the line. Forehand on the line from Zheng. Well struck. Backhand cross from Sablenka. Backhand on the line from Zheng goes long. I just feel like Zheng really struggling. Really struggling with the Sabalenka pace. Just the pace of ball at the moment. So that wide backhand is a winner. What a backhand return from Zheng Qinwen. Wowzers. A first serve backhand return winner. That is special. What a backhand. Wow. Yeah, a little racket shake from Zheng. 14 winners for Zheng, by the way. 8 for Sabalenka. A lot of winners off the racket of Zheng, but a lot of errors as well. It's probably been the issue. The first set, she actually was 11-7, I think it was. Sabalenka was actually negative in terms of winners to unforced errors, but I think the difference was that some of those errors from Sabalenka were on the Zheng serve. Forehand to forehand wide from Sabalenka. Oh, he says, how old is the little boy now? He seems full of energy. Yeah, he's just under 2, so he'll be 2 in a few months' time. So yeah, he's very full of energy. He was trying to say Sabalenka. He was like Sabalenka. I was like, fair enough. And then he thought he would do his own commentating on the side beside me whilst I was commentating. So when he gets super excited, like he'll stop saying normal words and he'll just say gibberish. But he says a lot of words, to be fair, and sentences now. Smash put away from Sabalenka. Good serve out wide. Backhand short from Zheng. Easy put away on the smash. But Sabalenka lets it bounce. My favorite is clay, so Roland Garros for me. The other slams just fine with me. Yeah. You know what, Lexi? It's funny. I kind of tend to flip flop between Roland Garros and Wimbledon. They're kind of my two favorites. I just like the different elements. Hard courts are all great, and I get that like they're the easiest to make and everything they're cheapest, but I just feel like very samey. There's a lot of hard courts on tour. The Grand Slams are fantastic, and even the Masters 1000 tournaments, and there's some great matches on it. As Zheng makes the mistake finding the net, so 40-30, Sabalenka game point here to consolidate that break yet again. I also am not a fan of them slowing down the courts of the Australian Open. They've slowed it down a little bit this year. I'm not sure why. It's a bizarre choice. The US Open, they've actually finally made it slightly quicker. And now it's almost like this Australian Open court is the same pace as that, but the Australian Open has always been really quick. And I personally would have the Australian Open very quick, Wimbledon and the US Open, and then you just have Roland Garros, which is on clay, which should be slow, so that's fine. As Zheng can't make that forehand return into play. Looking a little bit overwhelmed, Zheng. I'm hoping that's more of a concentrated look than the look that I think she's giving. Matt says Australian Open #1 for him. #2 is Wimbledon. #3 US Open. #4 Roland Garros. Mine would be like Roland Garros, Wimbledon, Australian Open, US Open. Not a fan of the US Open. No offense, people from America. As in, out of all 4 slams. I'm not a fan of how rowdy the crowds are as well. I think it's really unnecessary. Drop shot from Zheng is a beautiful one. Great serve. And then the drop shot is beautifully done from Zheng. I think the problem is I don't mind if crowds are rowdy if they are actually there to watch the tennis, but if they're rowdy just because they're drinking and they're there to have a party, I think that's not the right like that's not the right crowd for me to have in the stadium. Like give your tickets to people that are actually going to watch the tennis and enjoy the tennis, and they might be rowdy, and that's fine. Robbie says boo. Boo. Second serve into the backhand of it's the backhand of Zheng, backhand wide. I'd say French Open, US Open, Wimbledon, Australian Open. Okay. Australian Open times are just out of whack. Yeah. But forget about the timings, MJ. More about like the actual tournament. I guess maybe you do have to factor in timings, but obviously timings are dependent on where you're living, right, geographically. But I'm talking more about maybe the slam, how it plays, like the results we've seen, the crowd, the atmosphere, that kind of thing, right? New York City. New York City crowds are rowdy. Yeah, yeah. Drop shot was really good from Zheng, but she follows up that drop shot with a couple of really loose points, including a double fault. That's a fifth double fault of the day. Come on, Zheng. Why do you think they made the Australian Open? Why do you think Australian Open made it slow? No idea. No idea. It's not slow. Okay, let me just give some context. Australian Open is one of the fastest hard courts, I'd say, on tour. It's still quite quick, but they've made it slower than before. It's not slow, but it's slower than before. Forehand on the line from Zheng is beautiful. Sabalenka tries to approach the net. Zheng whips it down the line, and Sabalenka gets a rack on it but can't make it back into play. Really impressive from Zheng. Good defensive work from the Chinese player. I can't watch at 3:30 a.m. Sorry, that's what I did yesterday for Djokovic Sinner, 3:30 a.m. Also Jan. Too early, no one is ready. But they have to have a slam at some point, unless are you saying maybe they move it to like February? I do wonder whether they should have like Indian Wells and Miami before the Australian Open, because then they've got some experience on the hard course, and then you chuck them into the Australian Open. But I think geographically it doesn't work. As a backhand from Zheng's beautiful, great serve, short ball from Sabalenka, backhand put away. Zheng is fighting here in this final. That's what we like to see. She's not folding here. She's forcing Sabalenka to work for it at least. Serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand down the line from Zheng finds the net. Juice. Because it is interesting, right? You've got January as the Australian Open, then you've got May, which is and slash June, which is Roland Garros, and you've got July, which is Wimbledon, right? And Roland Garros and Wimbledon are so close together, and they're two completely different surfaces, and then you've like the complete opposite. And then you've got September, which is the US Open. So there's a big gap in between the middle two slams and the first and last slam of the year. So I wonder whether there would be a better way to do the calendar, but I mean, it's never going to happen. Well, not now anyway, because I don't have any say in the matter. Double fault from Zheng. Uh-oh. Looks very, very distraught about that one. Puts her hands to her side. Doesn't look happy. If they had more grass tourneys, maybe I would put Wimbledon higher. Yeah, they need to have a Masters 1000 tournament. They need more grass court tournaments. Come on. We love grass. Served on the tee is a let. Would have been an unreturnable serve. Even though the time is out of whack, I respect what a fun tournament it is. Crowds so knowledgeable about tennis, says Matt. Nice. I was a vampire out of the womb, so Australian Open is perfect for me. A night owl, are you, Robbie? I'm not that die-hard or that I wake up or stay up through the night. Fair enough. I went to sleep early last night, so I'm up now. Nice. Yeah, that's what you do, right? You just adjust your sleep schedule slightly, so you sleep a lot earlier, maybe, so you can catch it. Second serve from Zheng, backhand down the middle, forehand to forehand here now. Down the line goes Zheng, backhand cross from Sabalenka. It's a breakpoint opportunity here to go double break up. Backhand down the middle from Zheng. Forehand into out is big from Sabalenka. Forehand slice from Zheng is good. Backhand to backhand now. Backhand cross is good from Sabalenka. Comes to the net. Lets it bounce. Drop was too good. Sabalenka is relentless. Sabalenka, is she inevitable? That's what it's looking like. She is 2 games away here from her second Australian Open title, her second Grand Slam. She is really making this Grand Slam her own, isn't she? It's too good. I mean, 6 double faults from Zheng is not good. 6 aces, I mean, not ideal. Sablenka first placement. Interesting. So on the juice side, she did go to the Zheng forehand, but actually on the ad side, she's gone for the safer serve. She's gone hard into the Zheng backhand. The aces that she's hit have been down the tee on both sides. The 2 aces when she's mixed it up. Interestingly, but hasn't gone down the tee much. She's actually tried to drag Zheng out wide a lot. I think she's maybe gone a bit safer because she's trying to make more first serves, and obviously going out wide, you have more area to aim at. You're going over the lower part of the net as well, and you go over the lower part of the net when you go down the tee, but there's less distance, right? To make it a harder serve technically to hit. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng. Backhand to backhand now. Down the middle goes Zheng. Big backhand, massive forehand cross from Sablenka. Backhand cross from the Belarusian. Backhand to backhand now. Backhands. Oh, crunching ground strokes from both players here. Forehand on the line from Sablenka. Finds the net. That's a really positive point for Zheng Qinwen. She needs to break back now. This is it. She has to. So she's got a tiny inroad here. Needs to keep it going. Masters, I think they have the Australian Open when it is because of Australia Day. That's one day though. That can't be. That's a silly reason if that's the case, right? So if that's the case, they need to rethink their strategy, in my opinion. And love 15 here. Sabalenka serving at 4-1 up in the second set. Backhand to backhand. Now backhand into net from Sabalenka. Love 30 right. This could be the little wobble that Sabalenka has. Can Zheng Qinwen capitalize here? What am I going to do with my life once the Australian Open finishes tomorrow? Joe, I tell you what you do. We're going to have post Australian Open content. So doing a review for the tournament. So you can tune in to that. It'll probably be recorded, not live. I might also do a live Q&A. Why not? If possible, if you guys want it. And also go check out our topical videos. If you haven't done so already, it's a playlist on the channel. There's some cool graphical content there for specific topics in tennis, and yeah, I think they're worth the watch on some cool topics like Steffi Graf's Golden Slam, etc. And some better production, let's say editing and graphic design that I can't do. So I hire someone to do it occasionally. I tend to try to post those videos like once a month. Second serve into the backhand of Zheng. Also, we've still got Doha coming up, Indian Wells, Miami. There'll be some big tournaments. Nadal will be back as well. Lots to watch as Zheng goes wide. Sorry, long even with the backhand. So love 30 to 30 all. She has fought really nicely in her service game, Sabalenka, to avoid many breakpoint opportunities for the Chinese player. Only the one service game when she was love 40 down did she have to save break points, when she came back and saved it as she hits a massive serve on the tee. 40-30 Sabalenka. Well, it coincides with her summer. Joe, are you a girl or a guy? I think he's a guy. I might have asked before, but it's 4:40 a.m. 4:44 a.m. here. Mama is a girl, but Joe's a guy. It's like it's a play on words, MJ. Say his name to yourself, and then you'll realize what the joke is. I think as Sabalenka goes into him with a forehand, massive forehand, 5-1. Sabalenka is just cleaning up. Wobble? What wobble? Non-existent, right? He's one game away. The last time I checked, I was a guy. Oh my gosh. Sabra's going to roll. I predicted this on my less than 75 minutes. Yeah, double break, 8 points from the title. I want to make steel cut oats, but I don't know how. Don't even know what that is. Congrats, Sabra. Don't get carried away yet. I know Zheng serving here to stay in the match now. Volley from Sabalenka. Gets past her from Zheng. Really good from the Chinese player. A little smile from Sabalenka. It was a really good reaction volley from Sabalenka, I have to say. I'm not surprised that Sabra is giving Zheng a hard time. Yeah, me neither. They have so many tourneys in March, April, May. Yeah, they do. It makes time go fast. I mean, Master 1000, yeah. Yes, great time to catch up on the topical videos to supplement my basket. Yeah, please do. And also, if you do watch the topical videos, please write in the comment section, like, whether you enjoy the video or not. Even if you didn't enjoy it, I'd rather you put in the comments, like, okay, Fazan, I like this about the video, great, whatever. Or actually, this is what I'd prefer you to do for these videos going forward. And also, if you've got topics as well, if you're a member, I think I put it out. I need to check the topics that you guys suggested. Oh, she made it! What a get from Zheng Qinwen on the run on the forehand. And she kind of just whips the forehand, loops it into that forehand corner of Sabalenka to pass her. It's almost like a half pass, half lob, I guess. More a passing shot. Beautifully done. Wow. Feb's a little tough. Yeah, Zheng, it's okay. I came back and watched the highlights of Yannick and Novak in the semis. Yannick played spectacularly. He did. Yeah, he did. Oh, serve just missed from Zheng. Second serve coming up, and also got an ad for a Bob Marley biopic. Binge watch, says Lexi. Yeah, binge watch the topic videos. Yeah, honestly, like they're short as well, so take you like half an hour probably. Slice from Zheng wide. You know what you do? You go onto YouTube on your TV, and you just put it on there. Enjoy. And you don't see my face much on the topical videos as well, so that's sort of positive. Oh, thanks for explaining, Fazan. No problem, Joe. I'm surprised there's only one break last set. Yeah, I mean, she did fight quite well, Zheng. She served really well. I mean, the 6 aces all came in the first set. She hasn't served a single ace in this set so far, so it was her serve was helping her. As the forehand from Sablenka goes long off the second serve, so 40-15, 2-game points here to get Sablenka to serve for this title. Thank you, Robbie. Very generous of you. Really appreciate it, man. You've been an absolute legend. Not just this tournament, but since becoming a member as well of the channel. So really appreciated. You are the GOAT so far. I don't think anyone else is the GOAT at the moment. I think you're the GOAT. Oh, forehand miss from Sablenka goes wide. She's so disappointed. You know what? This is like her whole vibe is like one of a champion because the fact that she's so disappointed to miss that return, given that she's 6-3, 5-2 up, to me, just shows like she just wants to win every single point. And Iga's a bit similar to that as well, to be honest. And I do wonder for some of the other girls, they're kind of happy to just kind of go through the motions at times when they're winning. And the problem is on the WTA tour, especially, it's very easy to get broken back or trade breaks of serve. I think she realizes how important every single game is. Is mommy your last name, Joe? Oh, come on. Let's not be I'm not gonna address this stuff. This is the easiest win for Saba. Come on, Jeng, you can do this. Tito Lexi Evans is my surname. Joe Evans. Joe Mama Evans? What? Oh, well, like Chris Evans, but older and fat. Oh my gosh. Forehand into the net from Zheng. 15 love. Sabalenka serving for the championship here. Serving for the championship. Oh. Second serve here. Sabalenka is 3 points away from a second Australian Open title, a second Grand Slam as well. She's a defending champ. This would be a big win. I did also say, by the way, I'm just saying, I'm just going to say, I called it. I said Sabalenka would win and defend her Australian Open title. So, pat on the back for me if she does win, which it looks like she's going to. I did call Djokovic in the other one, so I wrecked that. Although when I did my prediction video for Sinner, Djokovic, eventually I went for Sinner in 5. Still got that wrong. But anyways, third on the tee. Zheng goes back into the net, right. 3 championship points. It's been a bit of a tame second set from Zheng Qinwen. It is her first ever Grand Slam final. Let's give her some. Let's kind of just give her some benefit of the doubt here. Sabalenka's played very well. 3 points on the match. pretty flawless tennis. I always check your videos on Anthony's too. Thank you, Lexia. Serve out wide. Alexi, if you've watched all of the topical videos, let me know. And maybe message me on Instagram. Let me know your thoughts on it. I do videos on my... Yeah, very nice. Yep, Matt, you do. So many goats on this channel. Agreed. Yeah. All second serve into the backhand of Zheng. Oh, she's missed it. Oh, she's missed the match point. And the championship point is gone. But she's still got 2 more, don't worry. Sablenka fans are just being dramatic. I said Yannick in 4, no. Did you, MJ? Did you? If you did, then I have to say, you're a genius. So did Lexi said it as well, to be fair. Thank you, Joe, for the gifted member. Forehand to forehand here. Sablenka missed it again. Oh my gosh. She's feeling the pressure. What's going on? What's Sablenka doing? Oh, she's blazed it wide. Right. 3rd championship point. Can she take it? Backhand is in from Zheng. Zheng's making a play. Forehand on the line from Zheng. Slice from Sabalenka. Backhand. Drop shot from Zheng. She saved 3 match points. What's going on, Sabalenka? Oh, she's not happy. The first 2 championship points, I mean, they were bad misses. She'd make those normally, but she's feeling the nerves. Oh my, mate, if she doesn't hold here and Zheng wins the next service game, I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. If that happens, we're in for an interesting next 5-10 minutes potentially. Let's see. This was fun despite the slaughter. Congratulations, Sablenka. I picked it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you did as well. Oh, forehand long from Zheng. Good serve from Sablenka. She's got another match point. Another championship point. Championship point number 4. Can she take it at the 4th time of asking? Sabalenka 6-2, 6-4. You're close. You're close. Looks like it's going to be 6-3, 6-3. You got the number of games right. It's in the comments, no? Oh, if it was, then I believe you. I trust you, MJ. I trust you. Comeback is on. Thank you for the gifting, Joe. Yeah, thank you, Joe, for the gifted membership. Who got it? I need to have a look in a second. Aryna Power Ranger Sablenka, says Marcus, in the prediction video. Oh, in the prediction video. You did. Yeah, you did. You did. Second serve. Backhand down the line from Zheng. Forehand into the net from Sablenka. She just can't close it out. This is very similar, by the way, to that Australian Open. That Australian Open final last year, she had a couple of... I think it took her the 3rd or 4th time or even 5th time of asking against Rebecca. I can't remember how many championship points she had. But there are a few of them. Second serve ace to finish. No. We're at juice. Serve into the forehand of Zheng. Great return again. Zheng can feel it. She can smell it. The opportunity. Yes, she can. Massive forehand. Forehand goes long for... Oh, Sabalenka's not happy. She's thrown the tennis ball into the ground. Sabalenka needs to relax. She has 2 breaks of serve. And yes, she hasn't closed it out yet, but she can't have a meltdown here. This is the wrong time to have it. I know she's 5-2 up, but this could very easily turn into 5-4. Serve out wide. It's in. It's an ace. Oh, she puts her hand up. Look, the box like, come on. That's what I should have been doing the whole time. Well done, Zheng Lexi. Zheng didn't play one top 50 player until the final. Did not know that until I saw that. Until, yes, commentators said Zheng is horrible against top 50. Is she? She's not horrible. She's in the top 10. She can't be horrible against top 50. She's ranked number 7 in the live rankings, so I'd be surprised if that's the case. But she hadn't, yeah, but as in top, yeah, exactly. She hadn't had to face any. So how can you say she's horrible against top 50? That's a silly thing to say from a commentator. So biased as well. Go Jinx is Joe. Let first serve. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Great fight by Zheng. Yeah, great fight to continue to push here. Right, who got the gifted member? It was Bella Wolf. So congrats to you, Bella. Bella lurking. Bella's lurking. She got the membership. Oh, backhand down the middle from Sabalenka. Forehand into out from Zheng. Backhand cross from Saba. Backhand on the line from Zheng. Forehand cross from Sabalenka. Forehand to forehand here. Forehand goes long from Zheng. A massive come on from Sabalenka. And the reason why is because that was a long point. And she opens up another championship point. Championship point, guess what number? 5. Oh, mate. They said it was pretty bad against top 50. Her record, really? I wonder what her record is. She must not have played many, though. I don't know. Anyway. Same with Nova. He knew he needed to go for it all. Or else Yannick was 6-love him in 3 sets. That's why he had many errors, maybe. Serve. Out wide from Sablenka. Puts it away. Yes, she does. Sablenka puts her hands up. She is the 2024 Australian Open Women's Champion. She's defended her title. She wins her second Grand Slam title, her second Australian Open title. Zheng Qinwen, I have to say, it was not a bad first Grand Slam final for her. She didn't play terribly, but Sabalenka was just so strong. She's been so good all tournament, a well-deserved champion. Hasn't dropped a single set the whole tournament. Flawless from Sabalenka. And I have to say, she is a woman on the rampage right now. It's going to be very hard to stop her. If she plays this type of tennis throughout the whole of this year, I wouldn't be surprised if she wins more than one slam. Genuinely wouldn't be. 6-love, 6-10 against top 10 according to Wiki. That's not that bad. 6-10. Consider you have to remember, MJ. She's just made it into the top 10. So that means she was playing outside of the top 10 ranking for a long time. She's only just made in during this tournament. So that's pretty good. 6-10. And that will improve, right? 5th time's a charm. Yeah. Shishi Sheng. Yeah. By the Russian flag. Very nice. Thank you for the answers, Max. Thank you all. Brutal and awesome 2-week display. Yeah, honestly, just brutal from Sabalenka. Thank you, Vazana fans. Thank you, Lexi. Back to back, baby. Yeah, back to back indeed. The people she beat top 10 are not that great. Badosa, Ons. Ons is. Oh, no, stop it, MJ. Stop it. Ons Jabeur is a really good player. She's made 3 Grand Slam finals. Come on, let's not get crazy. And Badosa's solid. Like, let's give her kudos. Congratulations, Queen Aryna. Yeah. Yeah. Brutal display. I mean, she's just relentless, honestly. She is relentless. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm so intrigued to see her on clay. And I want to see her on clay versus Iga. Reaching 3 Grand Slam finals is something at least. Yeah, look, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Reaching 3 Grand Slam finals, man. I mean, it's no easy feat. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you all tuning in. I'll do a post. I'm wondering whether I should do a post match for this match. I mean, there's not really much to talk about, to be honest. Or just include it in my WTA review for the tournament. Maybe I'll just do a WTA review for the tournament because I just think it was just such a straightforward victory. There's not really much to talk about in this final. Thanks for some great commentary. Thank you, Joe. Guys, remember as well to please, number 1, like this video. Number 2, subscribe if you're new. There's 4 things actually. Number 3, make sure that you come and join us tomorrow for Sinner versus Medvedev. I think, we're guaranteed at least 3 sets, right? And I think we'll get more than that. I think we'll get 4 at least. And yeah, on top of that, prediction preview video coming out for Sinner versus Medvedev will also be out in the next, I don't know, few hours. It could be this evening. I'm going to try and do it ASAP. So keep an eye out for that and give it a watch if you don't mind. If you're interested, if you are intrigued. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the comment section. If you're bored, check out the topical videos. Let me know because I want to do more of those, but I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying them before doing them because there's no point doing them if you guys are not enjoying them. See you tomorrow, Fazan. Popcorn and nerves already. I said Median 5. He likes playing 5. He does. I can see Yannick going up 2 sets. Really? Wow, that would be heartbreaking, right, for Yannick if that happens. But you know what, MJ? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I think given Medvedev's played so much tennis over this Australian Open so far, he might ebb and flow a little bit because he will be tired. There's no way he's going to be at his full energetic best over 5 sets, right? I think that's impossible. So He might play in spurts, which will be interesting to see. And chat raid incoming, very nice. Thank you, Shambrini. How you doing? Have a great day, everyone, and catch you on the other side. Bye-bye, fans. This is Lexi. Bye-bye to my biggest fan, Lexi. Sablenka, last woman standing in Australia. Many takes time to warm up, and Yannick can choke it. You know what? Actually, Yannick though hasn't choked it recently in the last 4 or 5 months, right? Yeah, I think, in my opinion, Sinner will be. I think it'll be clutch. I think beating Novak in a slam is going to give him real confidence. So let's see. I could be wrong. Tramini says, "Hey guys, what I expected? Yeah, I was expecting a match that wasn't that exciting. Yeah, same. First Grand Slam final for Yannick too. Yeah, it is definitely will be a factor as well potentially, but it was his first ever Grand Slam semi-final at the Australian Open against Djokovic, and first ever match against Djokovic, and that's, I mean, does it get bigger than that? I mean, I guess if you played him in the final, maybe, but apart from that, not really. So he's played Medvedev before in finals. He's won the last 3 matches against Medi as well. Yeah, those are best of 3, but he's shown he can do it in best of 5 against the top players like Novak. I don't know. I think Medvedev will have his chances, but surely he will be tired as well, right? Like I think he's played like 24 hours on court. He looked spent at one point during the Zverev match, so yeah, we shall see. I'll think about it. I'll put it in my preview prediction video. You guys can disagree with me in the comment section. Great commentary. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Chica. Appreciate it as always. MJ Djokovic wasn't the 100% number one Djokovic he was. Yeah, he wasn't. He made a lot of errors over the sets, especially the first 2 sets, and yeah, definitely. I think Djokovic's age is going to make him a ghost of what he was this year. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I think he'll definitely win at least a slam, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the Olympics. I think the Olympics is his main goal. I genuinely think that. Simpson says, Aryna Sabalenka championes, championes. Yeah, cheers. Emily says, is Ash coming back? Don't know, in honesty. He may do a stream now and then, but he's busy training to be a lawyer. So if he makes it big time as a lawyer, then I don't know, probably not. Lol, my second favorite commentator. I don't count or rank you in them. What? Can I ask something? Why am I not ranked? Is it because I'm at the bottom of everyone's list? Is it because I'm at the bottom? What's going on? I think this is Lexi said this the other day as well, or said this before. She's like, I don't rank you in the list of commentators because you own the channel. And it's like, okay, but I'm still a commentator. No, you own the channel. Yeah, but it's fine. Like, if I'm not your favorite, you can say it. Like, I think Jerofine's very honest. Jerofine's like, Anthony's her favorite, and that's understand. Anthony's her favorite, which is understandable. There's few people like, I think Asmi loves Ash. I don't know who else. There's a few. Someone. There's someone. I forgot who it was. Really loves Pat as well. Sipsa Jim Jam says this version of Sabalenka is mad, consistent, and dominant. Conversation needs to be had about most dominant performance in a slam of all time. Oh no, I'm not sure about that. Wait, are you talking about over the whole Grand Slam, or are you just talking about the final? If you're talking about the whole Grand Slam as a whole, then yeah, maybe in the conversation, because I think, yeah, I mean, look, I think she didn't drop a single set, so that's a positive. I mean, she was very dominant against Goff as well. One in straight sets. I know it was a close one, but still, yeah, maybe. I like David and then Ash and then you, I guess. Oh, killing me. What about Anthony? Where's Anthony in your list, MJ? It's okay. It's all right. I get bronze. I don't see Pat that much on the new. Yeah, Pat's too busy living life, man, by the looks of it. And yeah, Bianca. So Bianca, she did a um she did stream, but I think at the moment we're going to put on pause for her at the moment. I think she's doing some stuff with Talking Tennis, so I don't want to have her on both channels. So I just said to her, if she wants to do Talking Tennis, that's fine. Just let me know if she wants to do just us, then that's fine as well. But I don't think it makes sense to have the same commentator on multiple channels, so it just confuses people, etc. So yeah. Oh, by the way, we are on the lookout for female commentators. So if you think you know anyone or you yourself are interested in doing it, then let me know because I want to add some female commentators to the team. Like we're very boy heavy, and it's only just because those are the people that have reached out when I put out the adverts in the past. So yeah, it'd be good. I'd like to get at least one, if not two, on board who are very passionate about tennis, have similar excitement for the game and knowledge. So not just anyone, and the same for the men as well. Like I'm quite picky with it, but it'd be good to at least have a chat to people that are interested. So yeah, tomorrow's match will be interesting. Sinner versus Medvedev. Yeah, it will be. When did she struggle? Yeah, true. I guess only the tiebreaker versus Goff in the first set. But I'm just thinking there must be other slams when no one's dropped a set. I mean, even Raducanu didn't drop a set, right? I mean, that was a pretty dominant performance as well. But I think the level she's playing Sabalenka is very high right now. That's the difference, right? That's probably what you're talking about as well. You're definitely catering that in, and I agree. It's up there. So I need to have a look because what I might do is I might try and do a video on that. A you give me an idea. Yeah, in fact, let me make a note of that. That's a good idea for a video. I can do some research on the other Grand Slam wins and see. Let's have a look. Where's my list of ideas on my phone? I've got a massive list I'm working my way through. Yeah, never really looked in trouble. Apart from, I guess you could say the tiebreaker versus Goff. It could have gone either way. MJ says Anthony likes the late matches. I don't watch those. Fazan, where's Anthony? Anthony will be back after this tournament now. The finals I do. And yeah, the finals I do because, as MJ wants to point out, I own the channel. But yeah, we have a team of commentators. So Anthony, I try to get the guys doing at least on the semi-finals. I don't want to just hog everything, and they've worked really hard, especially in the first week as well. So yeah, and in fact, actually, in the past they've done a women's final before as well. Actually, so yeah, you'll see him out and about. Hopefully you'll see him in the chat tomorrow. Our friend Amy said Rebecca is the only player to defeat Sabalenka at the Australian Open the last 2 years. Yeah, of course, yeah. Or win a set, sorry, yeah, of course, win a set. I'm struggling to say no problem. I know it's tired, get some good sleep. Simpson says, let me say in Australia because Steffi won a final in record time, I think, at the US Open. Okay, fine, yeah, well, that's fair. Anthony's very excited and you're very calm. David is a mix. I think that's why. Yeah, to be honest, I'm very calm when it comes to matches like this because there's not really much going on. If you'd watched me for the Hakac Medvedev, although you wouldn't have been up actually probably for that, MJ, the Hakac Medvedev quarterfinal, I was going ballistic. Same for the Sinner Djokovic one as well, to a degree. But yeah, it's interesting because people have different perspectives. Because some people say that David is very, very calm, and some people say that I'm kind of like in between Anthony and David, and then some people like you are saying Anthony's like. I think everyone agrees that Anthony's like the most hyper, which is kind of his USP. He's very excitable. Obviously knows his tennis as well, but he's very like lively, which is what we like. And I think David is more of a calm. Like he has very sometimes a moody presence, which is quite fun to watch, to be honest. And yeah, maybe I'm also old and boring now as well, but try to mix it up depending on what's going on. I very much go with the flow of what's happening with the channel. Anthony have his own channel. Yes, Anthony doesn't do live stream watch-alongs. He's got a smaller channel called Anthony's Tennis Hub, where he does like a weekly podcast. So go and check that out and subscribe to it if you want. Go and support him. Yeah. So he still obviously he does the live watch-alongs on here, but he's got like he's also got so him and Eliza have their own podcast on this channel as well. It's called Tennis 360. It's a weekly podcast that we release every Monday. I brought them together. I thought they'd be a good fit, and I think people are enjoying that podcast. But he has his own podcast, which is just by himself on his own channel, which he does once a week. Zheng will get better. You can see there is potential. I think a coach should have helped her prepare better for Aryna. I think it's just a little bit too early. I don't think her game is quite there yet, in honesty. Sibster, I think she's only 21. I just don't think her time is now. I think Sabalenka's time is now. And there's a few kind of key areas for her to improve on. And I might actually, you know what, I might do a video on that because I feel like I could talk about the improvement she can make. Because she's got a lot of strengths, but also she has some pretty glaring weaknesses as well. It's pretty evident what she needs to work on. And some of it might be slight tweaks in kind of technique as well. But generally speaking, she's a massive talent that she'll win a slam at some point. There's no doubt, if not more. And I'm hoping she does something similar to what Lina did, if not even better, because I think she's that much of a talent. So, yeah, fantastic stuff from Sabalenka. Wins her second Australian Open. Not the blockbuster match we were hoping for, but it is what it is, right? You can't always have thrilling finals. It's just the way it is. Sometimes they are a little bit one-sided. Okay, right. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hit that like button. Do subscribe if you're new. Make sure you keep an eye out for our preview and prediction video for Sinner. Sinner versus Medvedev, and also for the live watch along tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to doing because I think it's going to be a great match, to be honest. See you guys then. See you guys later.